Success tip number 2 now is read your audience. The thing is, too often I see people going into meetings with prospects and leads thinking that they should do it always the same way, that there's a stock standard approach that works where no matter where they are in the buying cycle, and they just keep doing the same old, same old. It's almost as if they want to McDonald's their sales approach. Well, I would guard you against that, because if you do that, what you're trying to do is make sure that the process converts in itself no matter who you deal with. And that just really voids all the principles of psychology and human behavior. If you know that people are different, there's different personalities, there's different styles, there's different ways on buying and purchasing, and just the way that people overall engage with other people. What builds trust and what builds respect is not always the same. And so what you want to do is to read people and basically learn how people think, position yourself in their shoes, and then roll out the red carpet, as I call it, in a way that suits them. Let me just make that really more tangible for you. One person will be a very cautious, very deliberate, very methodical, and very risk-averse type of buyer. Well, you cannot expect that this person, after one meeting, is going to make up their mind and basically say, yes, let's do this, let me sign off on the dotted line. That ain't going to happen. If you know that up front, you got to create a different approach with a client like that versus a client who is really in a hurry, who's very time conscious, who wants to get it done yesterday rather than tomorrow, and is really easily charmed by a deal. Now, these type of people, in contrast to the former, you can incentivize. You can also, just already the fact that you can really switch gears quickly and give them the solution quickly, and maybe quicker than any others, gives you a competitive edge over your competitors. And so those two people will buy differently. And unless you really read your audience and you cater your approach for them, you're basically going to go in what I call it's a numbers game mindset. Some you will win and a lot of them you will lose. And that's not what you want to go into, is it? What if you could basically win every single deal, or at least 9 out of 10 instead of 2 or 3 out of 10? That's where reading your audience kicks in. This is the stuff that we basically teach people in our course, Communication Mastery, a crash course in psychology, to read your audience and do it really well and prepare for more impactful meetings. This was basically, again, success tip number 2. Read your audience. The better you do, the more successful you will be.